Not to the stage. Okay, we're on camera. We're live now.
Excellent.
Turn the mics are on. Yeah.
Mics are on. Let's go. Time to go.
Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to get used to the headset. There, live chat's there.
Here. Okay.
You can see we're on a bit of a delay, so it's not like showing we're properly live on YouTube, but we should be. Like momentarily.
Where does it say that?
Like you can see over here. This is what YouTube's actually seeing.
Oh, so we're not on yet?
No, but there's going to be a bit of a time delay. I'm going to pull it up on my laptop as well.
Well, let's go because I want to get some in before the game.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. We're live, so
yeah, we can go anytime.
It's the beauty of live entertainment. Oh yeah, we're on. This one's just being slow.
Does it need to be?
Yeah. Can I take it for a second?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it was behind here. Like it was literally minutes behind there.
Beauty, we're live then.
Okay.
And that's our chat. I don't know if you want to switch that to the other monitor. It's up to you.
You're okay. I kind of do. If,
sure. Yep.
But you okay with that?
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah. How do we sound if anybody's actually in here yet?
I think we probably sound decent. I mean,
these mics are sweet.
Yeah, they really are.
Bring mine a little closer. There we go.
All right. Well, we welcome you to right now here on OSN. It is Ottawa Sports Now. It's Lee versus Sage, and it is Tanner Ryle. And you talk about right now, we're getting ready for the Ottawa Senators going into Colorado against the Avalanche, coming off a 3-1 loss to the Utah Jazz. Yes. See, what I'm doing, folks, and this will be all night long. I am going, like, this is a test. I'm going to test you. Call me on things that I'm saying to you. Now, usually I know what I'm saying. I know the Jazz, the basketball team. I understand, but I want you to be listening to me. See, that's the key, Tanner. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm stoked to be here. This is awesome. Long time coming.
It sure is. And we're only going to be getting bigger and better with this. We are live in the palatial Ashton studio here. What do you make of the studio so far?
I mean, it looks awesome. I've seen it kind of come from the ground up to what we've built it to now.
Yep.
May have helped with some of the tech side of things.
You don't have to say may.
A little bit.
You don't have to say may. We all did this.
But
more you than most, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to have percentages on this. And we're going to be on after the game, which is an exciting venture here on OSN. We'll have daily shows. We'll have post-game shows. We'll have NFL. We got all kinds of different things going on OSN. But the name of the show is Right Now. And right now, Tanner, we are smack dab in the middle of I want to call it a controversy, but one of the most emotional statements I have read from any professional organization that has been put out to the media. So let's start with this. I want to get your reaction as Ottawa right now, as we sit here, 19 minutes. They're going to drop the puck in Colorado against the Avalanche. You have only lost, by the way, 4 games in regulation all year long. 2 of them, the last 2. So I would say that Ottawa has their work cut out for them this evening.
Yeah, I mean, McKinnon's just licking his chops right now.
He is the best, well, I mean, one of the best players in hockey, but that team, I watched the game against Tampa the other night, and you could see this frustration. And as a casual observer, I'm like, why? Why? This is only your 4th loss. Who cares? It's Tampa. They're one of the best teams in the league. No, that's not how they roll. So we're going to talk about some of the reasons why Ottawa's in the position that they're in and the effort last night. We'll go back and forth. But the news coming out right now, and we will read it as it has just been sent out in the last half hour, and this comes directly from the Ottawa Senators organization. A statement from the president of hockey operations and general manager, Steve Staios, reads like this. Our organization was extremely disappointed to read the completely fabricated and false stories that are spreading around social media about our hockey club. Linus is away from our team for personal reasons, and he has the entire organization's support. We ask that people respect his privacy, but clearly that request was not heard by the lowest forms of trolls and sick people who scour the internet. We are disgusted that our outside forces are attempting to disrupt our hockey club. This statement will put an end to the ridiculous speculation that has spread online. Wow.
Yeah.
I have to say, in my too many years of broadcasting, I don't remember a statement like this. First of all, calling out the internet trolls and what lowest forms of trolls and sick people who scour the internet. That is a wild statement from the president and the general manager of a hockey team.
Doesn't really read like something that Ian Mendez would have written for him.
No, I think if you're in any position of a public relations person, you've probably written that out much nicer. And then the president and GM goes, no, I think it's going to be like this. What's your first reaction to reading that?
I'm shocked that, like, wow. First of all, I'm surprised they're acknowledging it this directly and this soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all over Twitter right now. I don't know if we need to get into the details of that.
No, I mean, it's not that hard to find right now, and that's up to you to go find it. We're not going to be, because we don't know anything to be true, and certainly Steve Staios is arguing that is not true.
They're getting ahead of it, that's for sure.
There's some in me that says I really like this, because yes, you're acknowledging it. You're bringing attention to something that maybe some people, most people, I don't know how many people know exactly. Like, if you're a fan and you have wondered why Linus Ullmark is away, and you've kind of digged into social media and digged into some of the reasons why, you would know. You would have heard the rumor, I mean. But I don't know, like, how many people would know that as a family. Like, I would bet if I asked 10 Sens fans right now, 2 of them might know.
Right.
So to put this statement out, because every person that reads this is going to go, like, the first 7 comments I saw underneath, what are you talking about? What is this?
Rumors.
Yeah. So this is not everybody, right?
Yeah.
So to go directly at those people, I'm trying to think of it from different perspectives. I at least feel like Steve Staios and the organization's taking this on, where it is probably taking some pressure off of the players, I would think.
For sure.
Because they are getting ahead of it. Now people are going to be addressing sort of the higher level of the Ottawa Senators. But this is clearly, to me, when you put out a statement like this, Steve Staios might be right in doing so, but you're acknowledging that there is a problem. There is an issue, and it kind of looks like there's an issue, because perception is reality.
Right. Last
night in Utah, I don't have to tell you, but they didn't play very well.
No.
And when you watched the game, what did you see?
Not a lot of good. There were some players that I thought played well, but to me, that game just exemplified everything we've seen from the Sens this year. They're scored on early, defensive breakdowns. Certain players aren't looking great. Big guys aren't looking great. The only thing it was missing was a few power play goals to show how bad the PK is, but they actually went perfect there.
Yeah. So, and again, towards the end of the game, you'd like to see that push.
Right.
Not so much.
No.
So, look, this has been spiraling since Christmas because they came back from Christmas. The 7-5 loss to Toronto. Linus Ullmark leaves that game early. He then steps away from the team. And I would have thought, man, they are going to come out and look out Columbus. And then Columbus gets in at 4:42 to the rink, and their plane got in an hour before that. And you're like, okay, here we go. Ottawa's going to, take care of business and get back on track because they got blown out on, not blown out, but kind of embarrassed on national television by their biggest rival. Even though the score was 7-5, it wasn't that close. So here they come. And then just listless against the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is a really important stretch for the Senators. You look at the standings right now, and yes, they're not too far behind, but at the same time, they are, because of all the teams that are in the way of.
Yeah, I mean, they're second last in the Eastern Conference right now. They are ahead of only the Columbus Blue Jackets by 2 points. But at the same time, they are still 4 points back of the Pittsburgh Penguins for the second wildcard spot.
Right.
But between them and Pittsburgh for that spot, you have the Rangers, the Devils, the Bruins, the Maple Leafs, the Panthers, the Sabres. That's a lot of teams. The East it's so weird this year.
Right.
There's not a team in the East under 500.
So if you put the Senators over into the Western Conference, they'd be 1 point out of a playoff spot with no teams to pass.
Yeah.
They would just be ninth and have to catch one team to move into a playoff spot.
With a game in hand.
Yeah. As you said, right now they would have to pass the Rangers, the Devils, the Bruins, the Leafs, the Panthers, the Sabres, and the Penguins to get into a playoff spot. That's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
To have to pass. They're in the middle of, well, not the middle. If you started looking last night, this team had 16 games in 30 days before the Olympic break. That started last night. Didn't start very well. Tanner, they don't have any goaltending. I know right now, poor Levi Marilainen, who has been thrust into, oh, well, he's the number one starter, and that's it. Because Linus Ullmark's away, probably doesn't deserve to be in the position that he is. I think he's played okay. I didn't think the goals last night were like incredibly bad. I thought they were bad from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah, he didn't like make any 10 bell saves last night, and I don't think we've had a real goalie win once this year. But he didn't lose us that game. There are other players that I'm sure we're about to get into in a moment. But you're right in the fact that goaltending has killed this team a lot. We saw that for sure on Monday against the Detroit Red Wings. I don't know how many times I saw the deserve to win-o-meter that was fully on Ottawa's side. I remember they pulled up just the social post that Ottawa does after every game, comparing the stats from the game. We had Detroit in every single stat. We doubled them in shots. We got goalied. And our goalies were bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some stats here for our season so far.
Okay.
So overall in the league, expected goals.
Who's for our season? Who's
the Senators?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that we're clear early, like whose team.
No, the OSN Beer League team. We probably have a better record.
I can tell you, I wouldn't be contributing to that, but we probably would have a better record.
So the Ottawa Senators.
Don't think I'm not going to call you out on little things like that too.
Hey, I have zero radio experience, so I'm all in for
You're
this.
a former somewhat broadcaster. Come on.
Okay. So looking at the NHL, the Ottawa Senators in expected goals, they're in third place.
Okay. That's good.
Corsi.
Yeah.
The Corsi Cup.
Yeah.
They're in fourth place.
Okay. That's always talk of losers, but yeah.
Expected goal differential, fourth place.
Okay. Good.
Power play. It's an
me.
issue last year.
Tell me where it is now.
7th overall in the NHL.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Let's go.
Face-off wins, minor stat, but they're in second.
Yeah,
probably a lot of thanks to Claude Giroux. But
they've done a great job. Tim Stützle's been like incredible. Like from where he was in the face-off dot to where he is in the face-off dot can probably be directly related to Claude Giroux, but I don't care.
Yeah.
That's why they have Claude Giroux on the team.
Cousins, Pinto, Greg have all been very well.
Yep.
But we're starting to get a little worse here. Goal differential, they're 16th. So dead middle of the pack.
Mid pack.
Penalty kill, 31st. There's one team below them, and that is the Seattle Kraken.
I know yesterday they were hanging around 73.5%.
Right.
And folks, if you want to just turn that around, that's about 26.5% of the time that a team gets a power play on the Sens, they're scoring. Like over a quarter of the time. If Colorado Avalanche get a number of power plays, it could be trouble. But right now you can expect that one of every four and a little bit more are going to succeed against the Senators. That's not good.
No.
It's a huge issue on this team because they've tried different things to make it better. But goaltending, and I know you're going to get to goaltending, you can have a great penalty kill and you got a bad goalie, it's not going to help.
Your goaltender has to be your best penalty killer.
I don't know that the goaltender is the best anything right now on the team.
So I was going to finish that. We have one more stat.
Oh, okay.
Team save percentage.
Listen, I don't know what the stat is. I'm looking forward to it. For you to telling everybody, I don't assume it's very good.
32nd overall in the league with a .871 team save percentage. And that is, of course, across all of the goalies that we've deployed this year. So an .881 from Linus Ullmark, an .868 from Levi Marilainen, and Hunter Shepard in his one appearance has an .833 coming in, of course, of relief on Monday.
It's only a one-game appearance for Hunter Shepard. He looked small.
Yeah, very small
in the net. He looked, and look, I'm cheer for people like this. I really do. Like, I don't know Hunter Shepard very well, like within sort of the confines of where he should be. It's not like he should be the number one goalie in Ottawa. I'm cheering for the kid. He looked like an AHL goalie when he came up. He looked small. He didn't look very confident. He looked a little overwhelmed. So you hope that experience when he goes back is like, okay, I got to fix some things.
Right. So I told you .871 save percentage.
Yeah.
Which
is 13% of the time.
Yeah, but
anyone ever shoots.
I've got something that makes this stat even worse.
Oh, Tanner. See, I like the way you think already, which is good.
Not only is this bad, like really, really bad.
Right.
This is historically really bad. This is the second, if the season ended today, the Ottawa Senators would have the second worst team save percentage since the stat has been recorded in NHL history.
When did the stat?
As far as I could tell, mid 90s, 95-ish, because the first place worst team save percentage recorded in a single season in NHL history since the stat was tracked is the 1995-96 San Jose Sharks. They have an .869. Ottawa is .02 better than that right now with their .871.
So what you're saying is by the end of the night, they could possibly be the worst all time.
As far as it's ever been recorded, the worst of all time. Certainly of the Cap era. Maybe, back in the day, what goalies were very different.
So does that make you think that this team, regardless, I mean, obviously with this statement coming out, people are going to talk about the juiciness of it, but the practicality of it doesn't sound like Linus is coming back tomorrow. They got now 15 games in 29 days heading into tonight before the Olympic break. And I said to you, this is not a point right now that you need to like win all your games, but you could in the next couple of weeks play yourself out of any chance getting to the playoffs. You could. There's just too many games. You get a couple of injuries now. Your goaltending's not very good. Your penalty kill's not very good. Something has to happen. Would you consider going out and getting a goalie?
100%. You have to at this point. If anything, though, the one that's surprising me more is we haven't seen a change yet at goalie coach.
Yeah, but that takes time. When you like a goalie coach isn't fixing a goalie tomorrow.
Right.
So
if anything, I think we need both.
Right. Look, Justin Peters been there a while. He's not necessarily one from the new regime, which, probably doesn't make him feel great
Right.
because they brought in a lot of people from, their history.
We've seen that even recently, just David Bell let go in Belleville and replaced over the
Exactly.
summer, Matt Turek.
And look, they run the team. It's okay for them to bring in their people because if they're going to succeed or not succeed, you want to do it with the people that you think are the best people for the job. I don't know that any goalie coach is fixing what's happening right now.
I agree.
So, like, do you really believe? Do people really believe that you're going to win with Levi Merilainen and Hunter Shepard and who knows what Mad Sogard is going to be? He's on the trip. I would expect him. You probably throw him to the Wolves tonight in Colorado and hope that Merilainen's back for the Florida game to be ready to go. But I don't know what they're going to do as we're only just minutes away from the drop of the puck.
But to me, it dates back to the summer of, should Levy have just been handed this backup role after a really good 12-game sample last year, where, frankly, he saved this season. If Allmark goes down and they don't have Levy play that well, they don't make the playoffs. And they did, and that's great. But you, at the very least, should have brought somebody into training camp to push this kid a little bit. Because he doesn't need waivers. He could be sent down and play in Belleville if he didn't look good.
For sure. But this isn't about, like, Levi Merilainen didn't play very well at the beginning of the year. But you're paying your number one guy to be the guy. And Linus Ullmark has not done that. The last time I checked, when it came to, like, goals expected against, Levi Merilainen was 78th. And you're like, 78th, there's only 32 teams. Yeah, well, guess what? Linus Ullmark was 84th.
Yeah, and I know whenever you raise it up by like minutes played or whatever to get it to a more reasonable where we're getting towards NHL starters, Ullmark's in 32nd.
Right.
Binnington's the only guy who's kind of been jumbling back and forth 31, 32 with him. But yeah, you're paying that guy $8.5 million. So first of all, he's not here right now.
Right. This isn't Levi Merilainen's fault.
No.
And he is your best option. I just don't know. If you don't go out and get a goalie soon, you're probably telling the rest of your team that you're giving up on the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a ride out of Levi Merilainen that's going to be so strong that you're going to pass the 7 teams they need to pass to get into the playoffs, hold that position, and then do damage in the playoffs. You're going to need somebody else. And I don't know, like Hunter Shepard Matt Sogard has a bit more of a history. It's like if he can stay healthy, he looks like he might be okay. But sometimes, like, he's not. Like, I don't know how he's going to do.
Especially even in the AHL right now, he does not look great.
Who would you go out and get? That's
the big question because there's not a lot of options. First of all, Marc-Andre Fleury's not coming out of retirement to play for the Ottawa Senators right now for a cheap contract. He's probably not even coming out of retirement. If he does, he's going to a playoff team. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why that rumor has been brought up so much. I think.
Well, the only thing that makes sense about Marc-Andre Fleury coming out of retirement is that it's not. He's close to home.
Right.
He can bring his family to watch him. He can have, like, what if Marc-Andre Fleury is sitting there going, it's just 2 hours from home. What if I went down the road and I got on a roll? It's a decent team, a decent young team, got some good players. What if I got on a roll and got us in on, like, one last run, and my family could come and watch, and my kids could come and watch me all the time? That's the part that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Not, do I think Marc-Andre Fleury is their best option? No, of course I do not. But if you're Marc-Andre Fleury, there's got to be, if you have any part of wanting to come back, this is actually a better option than going to an established playoff team that now all of a sudden there's heaps of pressure and you haven't played. Like, I know he's a veteran and all, but you haven't played.
Right.
And now you're trying to get the trust of new guys. If he were to come in here, he'd be welcomed with open arms. He can't be worse than what's happened there. It's impossible to be worse. So He's 2 hours down the road from the family, and maybe he can make something happen because they're not completely out of it.
Right.
They're not that far behind.
And even that'd probably just be a good presence to have in that room right now.
Uh,
Forget what's going on with the rumors and all of that, but a team that is massively underperforming,
Yes.
needs that help at goal. How much would he do to just help Levy
Calm.
kind of stable things out
Yeah.
and get back to playing himself?
There's like Claude Giroux, when you go through all the advanced stats of the face-offs, and like he guy's a +9 on a team that not very many other guys are even in the plus category. Like Claude Giroux is that sort of calming presence around, but he can't do it by himself. Who else is doing that with the team right now? As much as you love the captain, is Brady doing that right now? No. He's certainly not doing it with his play. That was one of the worst games I've watched Brady Tkachuk play.
Yeah.
Last night. He was just out of position. Couple goals. I mean, one of the goals was directly his fault. And I just don't see that level. Like, he's one of the guys I thought coming into that Columbus game after they got embarrassed on national television that he would be the best player in the ice, regardless of whether they won or lost. He was nowhere to be found against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Like, his stat line literally read 0-0, like no hits, no shots, nothing.
Cardio.
And you're like, what? What the heck is going on? So I wouldn't count out Marc-Andre Fleury, because you don't have to work hard to get him if he wants to play.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot that you have to do. You don't have to give up anything if he wanted to play. You also think, like, could they trade for the guy that they used to have in Anton Forsberg? Would the Kings give him up depending on what you would give him? He would be a viable option to me, depending on what the cost would be to go out and get Anton Forsberg.
Who, by the way, has an over 900 save percentage right now.
Yes. If that's the standard of just getting over 900, that is difficult. I was going to ask you and throw a couple of stats at you. I was looking at the kind of individual expected goals for when players are on the ice. Who do you think leads the Ottawa Senators? Like, give me the top 3 players, and then tell me, like, where you think they are in comparison to the rest of the league.
It's like leading in goals for when they're on the ice.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Number 2 on the team is in the 80s in
Really?
Yeah, in the NHL as far as his expected goals for on the ice. I would have thought he would have been number 1. It made sense who was number 1 to me.
My next guess would be Jake Sanderson.
Jake Sanderson.
When you think time on ice, power play.
Yeah. So Jake Sanderson is number 1, and he is hanging around the 60s when it comes to, he is 67. 67, okay. A little reference in there. He is 67th. Timmy's in the 80s.
I see him there, 82. Right over the
82.
our old friend there.
Yeah.
Alex DeBrincat.
So who do you think's next on the team, and where do you think they are?
Off the top of my head, I think, just taking all things into consideration, probably Dylan Cousins is the next name that would come to mind for me.
He's not.
Okay.
So the next player is the 132nd best player as far as expected goals for in the league. And his name is Jordan Spence.
Really?
Right? So do I think Jordan Spence is their best defenseman? No. But I wouldn't have thought he would have been 3rd on the team. He is 132nd right now on that list. And that's it. Like, you still Nick Jensen, by the way, 4th. So let me just start. Nick Jensen is their 4th best expected goals for player on the team. Jordan Spence is 3. Does that tell you anything about the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Of course it does.
Not very good thing.
No, I didn't ask you if it was good. I asked you if it told you anything about the team. So they're in a spot right now too. You look at their schedule coming up, and this is one that for me, I'm like, okay, like this needs to. You're gonna have to, um, you're gonna have to do this the hard way because I had it up here and I've already lost it. I got too many things going on. I'm so consumed with 8 of the 32 NFL teams that don't have coaches right now. Like a quarter of the league doesn't have a coach. You look at the schedule here for.
I've got it on mine if we need it. So tonight we've got Colorado. They are off the 9th. The 10th, they play Florida this Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, we've got a back-to-back, the Canucks, and then the Rangers the next night. That's a home and an away.
Sorry, who's we?
The Ottawa Senators.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I'll work on it. So tonight, the Ottawa Senators, they've got Colorado. Saturday, we've got Florida. The Ottawa Senators.
Okay, so we do have to work on this.
Yes,
folks, there's things like, I get it. Tanner's a big fan.
But next week, the Ottawa Senators have got Vancouver at home on Tuesday, the 13th. The next night, they've got the Rangers away.
Yeah.
Another back-to-back, so it's actually 2 back-to-backs next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have Saturday, Sunday against Montreal and Detroit. Again, that is a home and away.
That's ugly because they don't. Montreal is tough at home. Like you go into Montreal, that's a tough game.
Yeah.
And then having to go to Detroit, who you need to catch.
And Detroit just walked them this week.
Yeah.
And Montreal has had their number the last couple of years after a lot of dominance for a number of.
But keep going because we get to some more teams here before the break that are not easy.
Yeah. So after the Red Wings, they've got Columbus, the one team below them in the East.
It's like a must win.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'd say even Montreal and Detroit are very important ones to make up some ground if they're going to.
Yeah.
On the 22nd, they've got the Nashville Predators.
Okay.
23rd, they're off. The back-to-back on the weekend of the 24th and the 25th might be one of the worst ones ever. They've got the Carolina Hurricanes.
Folks, did you see how he switched from we to they very quickly there? He did a really good job.
As Zach's pointing it out, getting some classic Versage here.
What do you mean? Classic Versage. You can't be saying we. It's not, we are not on the team, Zach. I'm not getting hit. Or Tanner's not getting hit. When Zach McGibbon, who does a fine job, and you know what they say about fine? It's never fine. Like fine never really means fine. You'll find out a little bit later in life. Zach will be doing some things. He's a big Belleville guy. It's like he's the mayor of the town.
Isn't he like the mascot belly? I think he wore that one night.
Look, there's some legends in Belleville. And you can't, even though he's the unofficial mayor, you can't just walk in and like push the legends around. He's not quite at that stage yet. So he does. He is the mascot. That's kind of his mayor in training. So what he's doing there, though, is he's going to take over and he's going to end up doing some things for OSN and the Belleville Sens. If I catch that guy saying we, he'll get hit much harder than you. Okay? Gotcha. There is a standard, Zachary.
And here I thought he caught enough strays on This Is Wrestling.
No. Fine is another Versagism. Yeah.
We're going to get a Versagism counter going on eventually.
Well, it's nice, though. We have a night, the chat going. Didn't know Gabe Kidd had a podcast, which is, he does.
I'll take that as a compliment. At least it's not Hornswoggle. Could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse.
I'm not bald, though.
Keep going with the back-to-back.
Right. So the back-to-back, the 24th, the 25th, it is a murderer's row coming to the Canadian Tire Center. You've got the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then the Vegas Golden Knights the next night.
Yeah. Who's the next game after that?
The Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, so they go Carolina, Vegas, Colorado. That should be fun.
Can you imagine if that was the next 3 games they were playing right now?
No. Well, they're already just
might as well be
on the ice here. But think about that. Like this is all before, and if I'm not mistaken, before the Olympic break, they get, if you go, I know they got the Devils at the end of the month on the 31st, but don't they have Carolina again?
Yeah. So their last 3 games before the Olympic break, Pittsburgh, Carolina, that's a back-to-back. And then a day off. They've got Philadelphia on
Yeah,
the 5th.
but they go into Carolina on the second half of a away back-to-back.
Yeah.
They got Carolina twice,
Vegas,
Vegas,
Colorado.
Colorado twice, including tonight.
You could even throw Detroit and Montreal in there. They're playoff teams. We're not. No, Senators are not.
See, folks, he's catching his own strays. I have at least done my job where the light bulb is going on, which is good. This is what the first broadcast is all about here on OSN.
There we go.
The point is not just 15 starting tonight, 15 games in 29 days. It's Colorado twice. It's Carolina twice. It's Vegas. It's back-to-back in Montreal and in Detroit. This is not, I know they have a couple of like the Columbuses and the Devils certainly aren't playing
We can't
well.
look down on those teams right now, though.
Who? We? Folks, yeah, I'm gonna have to take him aside here at some point. But
you're gonna get like one of those dog shot collars.
Just
give me a shoulder.
I'll just have it in my hand, and Tanner won't be with us like 15 minutes into the broadcast. But it'll be super fun along the way to be able to do that. The whole point here that I was making, in all seriousness, is that you can't do well enough in this stretch to be like, oh, we are home and cooled in the playoffs. It's not. Did I say? I didn't say that.
You said we.
See, Tanner, you and I, we're off to a bad start here. I couldn't have said that. Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to know. Don't listen to Tanner. The whole point of this is that the Ottawa Senators can't make the playoffs, even with a good stretch here. You're not home and cooled. You can play yourself out of the playoffs in the next 3 weeks. And when you release a statement like that, it almost brings more pressure from the outside, because the second it's out, you see, like the first place I saw it was like Elliot Friedman. Like, this is all over everywhere right now. And it feels a little bit like a shot not only to the trolls and whatever
the verbiage that Steos used.
Yeah, the verbiage that he used. It feels like a shot to the rest of the team as well. Like, this is a turning point in the season. Like, this is to the players. You better get your act together, because you're going to get there's going to be a lot more scrutiny with the message that was sent out, and you could play yourself out of the playoff run here in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. At this point, even playing 500 hockey up until the Olympics won't be good enough.
No.
They need to be winning, I'd say, 2 out of 3 of every game.
And that's very difficult for any team to win 66% of their games from here on in, let alone right now a team that doesn't have a goalie and has no penalty killing and probably no confidence in their team. Can they fix that tonight? Maybe. I mean, if you go in and you beat Colorado, all of a sudden things are looking a little bit different. So we'll see if they can. The good news is that you and I are going to be back after the game.
It's going to be a fun one.
It is. And I'll leave you with this positive note. I know they're about 4 minutes in, no score yet. The Sens have not lost a game on the road that they have scored first.
They also have not scored first
No.
7 games.
See, this is where the negativity starts with you. They have not lost a game in regulation. They lost 1 game in overtime, but they have not lost a game in regulation on the road when they have scored first. Can they score first tonight?
No.
You and I will be back after the game. Look at everyone in on the chat, which is great. Start with the goalie coach change. We've seen that Levi has talent. Coaching isn't bringing it out of him. Okay. He's certainly not in a position that he should be the number 1 guy. Lee getting caught with the "we made my night." Like, don't worry about the other guy saying it 92 times Worry about me doing it once. That's when you know that you're a star. When people are worried about you. I'm just worried about the collective. I'm just worried about the group.
I'm still a little green. You're the veteran. You got to carry me through, brother.
You have to call out the guy that sets the standard.
This is our standard.
Yep. Yeah, you can swear if you want. It's okay. Go ahead.
No. First night. I can't do that yet.
No, you can't do that yet. So we're going to allow you who are listening, maybe you're doing both, watching the game and listening to us, but we are going to go watch the game. But we will be back same time, same channel. Wherever you're finding us right now is exactly where you'll find us right after the game. And you and I will do a little post-game show. You ready?
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Right now is over here on OSN. Thanks for listening.